welcome to Dave the Soup Betting. Well, it's been a quiet week for me. I've been really rough and I've not put any videos out. I've had a few bets of my own, but I've not put anything out. Last Saturday was the last time I put a selection out. We put two out. We had one non-runner, heavy rain at Haydock, making the ground very soft. And Snooze Lane on the all-weather. It found all the trouble in the world and was unplaced. So 1 unit down on the week. I've got two selections for the last Saturday in November the 30th. Here's the first race I've looked at. The race, the 2 miles, 6.5 furlongs at Newbury. The going is good to soft. And we've got John Joe O'Neill, 72 favourite, Genoise. We've got Demnat, which has been backed in. Vanessa Williams. We've got Twin Jets, which ran disappointing at Chepstow, I've got to admit. First time out this season, 4-1. Got High Stakes Player at 11-2. And we've got the Milos, Dan Skelton and Harry Skelton on board. And then we've got a few rubbing rags behind. It's a competitive race. I don't mind Newbury at all. The ground's good to soft. Let's have a look at the one that I like. The horse I'm interested in is the one in the purpley blue colours with the noseband, currently on the rail in 4th place. This is 3 Mile at Ascot on good ground. Let's have a look at the last few fences. So it's on the inside, it's saving ground all the way around. It skips over that beautifully. Over that nicely. Tidy little jumper. Jumps over that nicely. So it's a decent jumper. Doesn't waste time in the air. And the pace is quickened here. They're coming into the straight at Ascot. 1 or 2 are being ridden along. In fact, they're all being ridden along. Basically 4 in a line here. Jump start a little bit flat-footed almost. But still got a chance of winning here. This is a proper race. Come to the last. And a little bit too much time in the air. I think maybe he took off a little bit too early there. But stays on well. And finishes second. I thought that was a really good run at Ascot. The winner was a Cheltenham Festival winner last year. And I think, arguably, that's some of the best form on offer. Let's have a look at the form of some of the horses. Let me show you that race. So that was High Stakes Player, finishing second at Ascot. Over 3 miles, tad shorter today. And that was its first run for 194 days. And it got beat by Chianti Classico. Now, Chianti Classico is a good one. I mean, it's rated 152. There's nothing of that order in this race. It got 2 for goal behind, probably need getting on a bit, rated 151. And it beat Neon Moon, length and a quarter, 136 horse. But to get beat by Chianti Classico, I mean, it was a Cheltenham winner last year. Look at this, Class 1. Won at Cheltenham, beat some good horses. If you look at its wins, 2 mile 5 at Hereford, good to soft. 3 mile at Kempton on soft. And 3 mile at Kempton on good. Now, they were Class 3 races, but it's only had 6 chase runs in its life, winning 4, coming second, as we've just seen, once. Let's have a look at the race. So we've got the favourite, which has got to improve, to be fair. It did win very easily at Wetherby. Over 2 miles, 3.5. One going away. Good ground, 2 miles, 3.5 furlong. Extra 3 furlongs today plus. 4-runner event. It's in a good time, but it was on good ground at an easy track. It's an improver, and it won well last time. Twin Jets. Won 1 out of 5 chases. Had a couple of runs this year. The run at Chepstow, Chepstow. That was a poor showing there. Prominent led after 12, headed 5 out, weakened gradually. All pretty solid performers. That race, 2 miles, 7.5 on good. And then it came second, 2.5 mile at Newbury. No extra. That's got to prove something. Got to prove something. Now it has won a novice chase at Doncaster over 3 miles on good to soft. But it's got to improve. It's got to improve. We're in off 138. One off 130. The hurdles. And then we've got this one, Demnat, at 5-1. Now, I don't know about you, but he won at Ludlow. 2 mile 4. It won easily. But, I mean, beat nothing. And then after that, Newbury 2 mile, 3rd. Weekend, didn't stay. Cheltenham in March. Then at Aintree was pulled up. I mean, I don't know why it's that price on what it's shown. This has got a squeak, but it needs to come back to form from, 3 years ago? Not one for 3 years, is it? Got to go back to 2 years, 2022. Beat remastered on good ground at this course, but not this distance. Hard ridden last stayed on running, gamely. Possibly the best form on offer. But you're going back a long time. You're going back a long time. Did nothing at the beginning of the year. It's been well beaten each time. So I'm happy. High stakes player. I think if this trainer, Tom Lacey, I think if Paul Nicholls trained it, I think it'd be 7-2, second favourite or favourite. I really do. Okay, so for me, it's high stakes player, 11-2 each way, 4 places with Sky Bet. If you've got a Sky Bet account, they're the same price as 365 and the others, so you might as well get the extra place. I'm restricted with Sky, so I'm going to put it down as 3 places for profit and loss purposes. I think it's got a solid chance. 11-2, it's got to be worth a go. Now my second selection is in the 154 at Newbury. I've not got a video for this because it's the horse which was a non-runner last week, which is Any Harm in Asking. It's 8-1 for this race, the 154 at Newbury. 4 places across the bell with 365 across the board. It did actually come second in this race last year, so it's not without a chance. It's similar race makeup with the horses. Now the favourite, Imposed Toy, Nicky Henderson, it needs to brush up its jumping. its penultimate race, it made a mistake at the second last and the last. Definitely cost it the race. And last time out, didn't quite seem to get home, but it did make one or two errors, especially at the last fence. I'm not so sure the distance. It has won it over 2 mile 5 at Ludlow. But it seems to be better at 2 mile, to be honest. But who knows? In the water side, this is its first run since wind surgery, and also its first run since April. It did run a good third at Aintree there, over 2-4, and it's the Cobden-Nichols combination. Guard the Moon, Twiston-Davies combination. Won at Warwick over 2-5. Then I think the extended 3 mile at Aintree was a little bit too hard for it, plus the step up in class. It's the same class today, but it's back down in distance, not without a squeak. But I'm quite happy to go for any harm in asking at 8-1 for 4 places. Horses from the Notebook, or horses for the Notebook. Farland last ran on Monday. It came second. It's been a length and a half at Utoxeter over 2-4. For a horse which looks a difficult ride, it is a difficult ride. I didn't play. It was 9-4, a little bit too short. Plus, when a horse is a difficult ride, why are you putting a £5 claimer on? Excuse me. Another horse which was featured in last week's Notebook, Cherry King. Okay, it's got 3 entries this forthcoming week on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. 2 at Lingfield and 1 at Chelmsford. That's Cherry King. Worth a look. Don't just back them blind. Look, I'll link the video to last week's Horses for the Notebook. I'll link it either here or here. Have a look at Cherry King. Okay, and see which race, see the race it's going to be running in suits. Okay, this is Dave the Sioux on the road to recovery. Bye for now.